Hi, I'm Lori, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make a massaged kale salad. It's my favorite salad to make. It's really healthy and it's also really delicious. And the best part about it is it's really simple to make and it'll stay good for a couple days and actually tastes better as the days go on. So it fulfills the role that I try to do with most of my meals, which is cook once, eat twice, if not a few times. So it's really quick and easy to prepare, and just that one amount of preparation time is going to be a salad that you can eat a few times after that. So if you're new to kale, this is kale. Kale is a really healthy leafy green to include in your diet. This particular kale is Jacinto or dinosaur kale. There's a couple different varieties out there. The curly kale is the other really common one that you'll find people using. The curly kale is a lot bigger leaf, obviously really curly, and I like them both. I tend to use the dinosaur kale for this salad because I find it's a little easier to chop up. So I already chopped up a lot of the kale in here, but I'm going to show you how to chop the kale. It's really easy. So you'll see that the kale has a big vein down the back of it. You don't want to eat that part. It tastes really bitter, so you're just going to pull the leaf away from that vein. And so once you do that with your kale, what I like to do, you have the leaves there, I just like to stack them, and then I'll kind of fold them in half and just cut them into little strips, because with this salad I find that if I keep the kale cut fairly small, it tends to taste a little bit better. It gets a little bit softer in the salad, but you can cut it really however you like. So once you get your kale all chopped up, you're going to throw it into your bowl. And then comes the fun part. So this is the massaged kale salad. So we're actually going to be massaging the kale with some sea salt. I usually use this is about one bunch of kale, and I'll use about a teaspoon of salt. You really don't need much. So just toss it on, and then you're just going to massage it into there, kind of like the way you would knead bread. And what you're doing here is as you massage the sea salt into the kale, it's going to start to wilt it a little bit. So it'll get the appearance as if you sauteed it a little bit. So the great thing about this salad is kale is a little bit tougher, more bitter type of leafy green, and you're going to get the most nutritional value out of it if you eat it raw. In its raw form, it's not going to taste quite as good as cooked, but when you massage the sea salt into it, it's a really great way to eat it raw and still have it taste great. And if you're not familiar with kale and its many benefits, being a dark leafy green, it's really high in calcium, very high in vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin K, great source of fiber. It's also a really great source of omega-3 fatty acids, and that's the anti-inflammatory fatty acids. So we have omega-6s in a lot of our foods, and then omega-3s. Most of our foods that we buy today tend to have a lot more omega-6 than omega-3, and they need to balance each other out, so you want to get the anti-inflammatory omega-3s into your diet. So the kale will do that, so it's a very heart healthy leafy green to get into your diet too. So I massage it usually just for a couple minutes, and you'll see that when you're done, kind of wilt it down a little bit, and then you're just going to throw in whatever toppings you want to use. I've already chopped up here the ones I like to use. I like to throw in some red onion. And that's about, for one bunch of kale, that's just about half of a red onion. Then I usually throw in just some baby like plum tomatoes. I just slice them in half. And then I throw in some sunflower seeds. This is just about a quarter cup of sunflower seeds. So I just sprinkle it in. And you can use whatever toppings you like. Those are the three that I think taste really good in this salad. And then I just mix them through a little bit. And then for the dressing, really simple dressing, is just olive oil and apple cider vinegar. So now with your olive oil, you want to go with the cold pressed, unrefined olive oil. That's going to be the least processed. I also want to go with organic if you can. You want to look for it in these dark bottles. That's going to keep it from going rancid. So with the olive oil and 1 bunch of kale, about a 1/4 cup of olive oil. I don't really measure it, you can, but I just drizzle in what would be about a 1/4 cup. And then with the apple cider vinegar is a great thing to add to your diet too. Again, you want to go with the raw, unfiltered, organic apple cider vinegar. It's been known to be a really good appetite suppressant. Also, it helps with the absorption of calcium, and kale being high in calcium, this is going to help your body absorb the calcium from it. Apple cider vinegar is also known to be antifungal and antibacterial, and it's also known to help stabilize your blood sugar as well. So in this salad, about 2 tablespoons of the apple cider vinegar. Just kind of drizzle that on. And then just toss it through. If you want to put it in a container that has a lid on it, you can kind of shake it up that way and get everything mixed up. Otherwise, I just kind of toss it through. And that's it. And you're all done. Your massaged kale salad. Now, this is going to taste better if it sits for a little bit, so if I'm going to eat it right away, I usually try to make it about ½ an hour ahead of time, because that'll allow the kale a little bit more time to soften and all those flavors to kind of meld together. And there you have your massaged kale salad, and I hope you enjoy it.